You're never gonna make it. You're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man? You must be kidding.
Okay, guys, I'm live. I have no idea what just happened.
Too many obstacles. You gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow. You can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move. I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it. But you're never gonna make it.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, this is off to a very rough start, guys. Very rough start. A lot of weirdness going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this live stream. I think I pressed the wrong button and everything just went everywhere. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened. Hopefully my mic is fine. Hopefully everything is fine. Hopefully I pressed the right buttons in the correct sequence. Okay, can you guys hear me? Am I good? Am I all good over here? Hopefully the music also isn't too loud. Sorry about that. Streaming struggles. I should have just, you know. Hey everyone. Hopefully hopefully didn't see the previous stream because the previous stream just disappeared. I don't know what happened. YouTube was like, nope. And they just pulled my shit. Or maybe it was me. I don't know. Okay. I'm all good. I'm all good. Hope you guys enjoy the awesome soundtrack as well. Hopefully I didn't copyright it as well because it is copyright free music as well. Oh, you want lo-fi? No problem. I got lo-fi for you. I got lo-fi for you. No problem. I got the lo-fi. I got the lo-fi. I got the chills. I got the chills. People want more of a chill vibe. No problem. No problem. I usually go to the relaxed move and they have some really awesome lo-fi shit. Oh, here we go with the ads. Nice. Get these ads off my damn screen. Okay, here we go. Ah, nice. Okay, here we go, guys. Is that better? It's a bit, maybe bump it up a bit, actually. Just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, I just wanted to start off the stream with a bang, you know? I just wanted to start off with some tracks, you know? Once we got into it, I was gonna change it to lo-fi as well. But I kind of messed it up, you know. Thanks, Himanshu Araya, for joining the stream. I know you've been asking a lot about the Blender process and how I do things in Blender, so we're gonna hopefully get a lot into the process and how I do things in here once I get situated and all. I gotta actually change the link now on my Instagram because that link is for the other stream. It doesn't exist anymore. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it just disappeared. I didn't put it out there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think it just disappeared. But anyway, here we are. What am I working on today? I'm working on my webcomic that I'm planning to put out. As you can see in the background, there's a lot of people dead. A lot of dead bodies laying on the floor. And with my new process as well, as you can see, there's like skeletons in here. These are the default Blender skeletons. And you can kind of pose them, and this is kind of what I use to these skeletons are what I use to kind of pose my characters, rather than actually bringing in a full-on like 3D modeled character. It works for me, might not work for you guys, but that's kind of what I use. And if you want to bring in a skeleton, you just hit Shift A. Let me just go here, Shift A. It's not work. Oh wait, I'm in draw mode. That's why. Okay. So if you hit Shift A in object mode, and you go to armature, you can go to human meta rig, and it'll bring in automatically like this human rig. Be careful where you put your 3D cursor though, because that's where the skeleton will go. So yeah. Spooky skeletons. Yeah, it would have worked well if it was Halloween, you know. But yeah, you can... the 3D cursor is very important in Blender. So wherever that 3D cursor is, that's where your objects will pop in when you bring it into Blender. So anyway, back to the sketchiness of the sketchy stuff. Yeah, that's the background. There's not a lot of shader variation in the background, so I usually just kind of I kind of really mess with the drawing aspects of it to make the shading stuff. So I'll show you guys that. In the meantime, we have to draw all these dead guys laying on the floor. I just kind of turn these layers off so it's not confusing. So I can see exactly what I'm doing over here. And yeah. There is actually, if you guys are looking for more of a painterly type style, there is an artist I recommend on YouTube. I'm not really sure what the channel is called, but I can't remember what the channel is called actually. But I watched it earlier. Let me just check my history so I can actually plug it so you guys can actually go more in depth if you want to draw in Blender. Where is she? Where is she? Let me just see if I can find it for you guys, just to make things easier. Just in case there's some things I missed so I don't go into this video. Then you can check out her videos as well. Where is... I watched it. It should be in my history. Oh, there's it. Sophie Gentek. Sophie Gentek. Search that on YouTube. I will... Let me just post a channel name in the chat so you guys can check her out as well in your own free time. Sophie. So if I paste this in here, let me just see how good the search results are so you guys can... Okay, she's the first thing that pops up. Cool. Okay. We got it. So I am pasting Sophie Janchik for more Blender drawing tutorials. Just in case you guys want to check out some more drawing things with Blender, I recommend checking out. I dropped her channel name in the chat as well, so you guys can go ahead and search that up. She has like her own workflow for how she does illustrations in Blender. My workflow is more of an animation workflow, so it's very simplistic. Things are much more simpler. And the way she designs her workflow is more of a illustration workflow and type of drawing workflow, like comics and all types of illustrations. Whereas my workspace is more of an animation workspace, so might work for you. Doesn't really work for me as much. I like to keep things simple, and I like to use what I have at hand. You know, just it makes tutorials easier and finding information easier. So, oh yeah, let me add actually. Let me just put on screen my screencast keys so you guys can see exactly what keys I'm pressing as I'm working here. Obviously it's gonna be quite fast paced, so you know I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to keep track here, But I'm just hitting E to extrude these lines. And it's quite vector based, so you guys will, you know, it's pretty fun. It's really satisfying to use vector based stuff. No problem. You can check out Sophie's channel. She's also very responsive to comments, so if you have any questions on the process as well, you can go ahead and comment on the videos as well. I don't know how good her response time is, because the last time I asked her a few questions, she got back to me in like 2 days or something. But she has a big channel, so I expect it to be that way. Not very big, but big enough to where you can get lost in the source, you know. Yeah, Blender is not only shortcut friendly, it's mostly composed of shortcuts as well. So that's why, like, that's one of the things that when I got into animation, like when I got my job in animation, and I started, they started using Blender. Well, they've always used Blender basically. And I got there, they immediately gave me a shortcut sheet, like to learn all the shortcuts, and I was like, okay, cool. But the cool thing is, when I studied in college, I used Blender in college as well. So I wasn't really that much in the dark. I knew most of the stuff about Blender already. So yeah. Because the college that I go to, they mostly use Blender. So when you learn there, they teach you everything in Blender as you go along. Yeah, she mostly uses Grease Pencil. So if you guys really want to know more about Grease Pencil, I suggest check it out. And she does it more on an illustration basis as well. So for those of you who are more privy to the illustration basis, or you know, just drawing, not really like me in the animation field, you know, you might feel more that system might just work better for you. I'm glad everyone can still join the stream, because I was like really worried like you guys wouldn't be able to get in or anything, and I was just like, oh my god, what do I do? Whatever. And just before that, I was telling Nikki that, you know, at the beginning of a stream, that's where the shit goes down, where you don't really predict exactly what's gonna happen. You know, even though I prepared for the beginning of the stream, and immediately when the stream started, it's just like, you know, this is where all hell broke loose. I was just like, god damn it. So you know what? I'm gonna prepare, but not prepare as much. That's what I'm gonna do, because I feel like when I'm too prepared, that's when shit just goes south. It goes all the way down south, straight into hell. And I feel like I'm messing with Pandora's box every time I prep for a stream, man. God damn YouTube streams. But I think it's also this mouse that I'm using. My mouse is very janky over the years. It just got very janky over the years. And now it's completely gone to shit, because I've completely just messed it up. And then I replaced it with another mouse, and now that mouse is giving me problems. And then I replaced it with another mouse, and now that mouse is giving me problems. So, yeah. The first 5 minutes are just it's pure hell. That's what it is. Yeah, it's definitely the more you try, like, it's like you're trying to fix everything, and it's just like, nope, it goes completely the other way. It's like, what the, like, how is this possible? You know, you start second guessing yourself and like wondering what I think it's like I think it's a curse to live streams, like at the beginning of the live stream, you know. And I've seen people who does like live streams like professionally still mess it up, and I'm just like, it's just one of those things. It's the live stream curse, you know, that 5-minute curse in the beginning of your live stream. Or maybe we're just not doing it right. But I will, and also this mini keyboard I got for myself. Oh my god, it's amazing. My wrists have never felt more like free and at ease. Like, oh my god, I can work for hours at end with this thing. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm doing like really simple shapes because of the new art style that I've picking up as well. So this webcomics gonna be quite simplistic. I think for the next webcomic coming up, which is gonna be one of my bigger webcomics, Blade Reapers, I plan to maybe just touch up the brush a bit, you know, because as you can see, the brush is not really tapered. It just kind of goes straight. And by the way, if you want to change your brush settings, this is where you do it right here in the stroke settings. And you can actually, the simplify setting is where everything's at. So the higher your simplicity setting is, the more jagged your line becomes, the more like straight your lines become. As you can see, it's like the correction thing. But the less your simplifying stroke thing is, the more rounded your brushes are. So yeah, I usually keep it on like in between 0.1 and 0, like right in between. And the stabilization stroke thing, you don't really need to put that on, because if you hit shift, it does give you more control to smooth your lines out a bit. So yeah. Oh no. Well, enjoy the snow, Nikki. Enjoy the snow. Oh my god. Hi Poseidon. Welcome to the stream where we use Blender for all our webcomic needs. What was I trying to think about? I was trying to... Oh yeah, and there's also this hard setting and softness setting. But I'm usually just using basic like strokes, like just basic strokes. I'm not really going crazy because I'm still kind of new to this whole process, but it comes out pretty well. I get to tell my story the way I want. And yeah. But it looks kind of like yeah, you just gotta yeet that line out, you know what I mean? And the full layers, what did I want to say about the fulls? The fulls are actually where it's at, like coloring. Kind of messed up my words there. Coloring. We're gonna have some water. I have a nice big fat bottle of water over here because this is gonna be quite a stream. Because, by the way, it's like midnight by me. I took a like 3-hour nap earlier on, so I can, you know, hang out with you guys. This is my latest webcomic. My previous webcomic I did actually in Photoshop. And you can check it out. It's The Merchant of Ignite is on Webtoon and Tapas. It is in the description down below if you want to check it out. This is the current one I'm working on, and I'm kind of testing the waters on using Blender for it, because I'm only using Blender for it. If you guys want to see actually a little bit more, this is basically all the panels that I did. And I kind of make each panel its own scene. It just makes things easier. And this is my comic strips. It's a pretty long comic, I will say that. It's very long. Giant comic. But actually we passed the halfway mark. So I'm getting there. And you can see, I'll show you guys some of the crazy panels. Or, you know, once you hit the rendered view. It might be easier just to show you on the side view, and you can see how I set up my project here. So I can work on the side, you know, thumbnailing and everything, and then on this side I can actually check my panels. You know, I can scroll through here. So if I hit render, you can now scroll through the panels. So this is a new webcomic I'm working on here. You can see. And I think I took out the text as well. Yeah, the texts are out for now because, yeah, let me just drop the thumbnailing so you can actually see what it's gonna look like. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for over here. But I'm actually trying to find a way to actually use the application of the UV maps in Blender. Sorry, it's kind of a mouthful, but yeah, because UV maps is kind of like the textures that you put onto your 3D objects, and I'm trying to find a way to use that for my for placing my panels. And I'm still trying to figure that out, but for now this actually works pretty well. That will be another experiment when I get to it. Let me just actually, I don't think I have to save, everything is fine. Let me get out of here. Okay, there we go. Back to the scene. Oh, I think I did all the line art, so now we get to do our fills. And now to do the fills, you can use the bucket tool, obviously, because it's vector based. The fills don't look that janky, as in if you were to fill like raster layers in like Photoshop or anything, so you don't get that white jagged line in between your fills and your lines as well. No problem, Nikki. Hopefully the snow didn't kill you over there. You know what's interesting is as we head closer to December in South Africa, we head to summer, so it's very hot over here. I am sweating my ass off, by the way. It's crazy over here. Like it goes all the way up to like I remember, oh my god, back in the day there was summers where it would go up to like 42, maybe 38 degrees Celsius, by the way. I'm not sure what's it like in Fahrenheit. I don't know what 38 degrees Fahrenheit is. I'm pretty sure it's over 100 degrees in Fahrenheit. I think it's over 100 degrees. I don't know how the degree system works over. I know they use different system in America, so I don't know. But it's just hot. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah, basically, once you go more down south in the world, like, it's basically the opposite of everything else. Yeah, the closer you get to the equator as well, that's hell over there. You don't want to be near there. Yeah, it's hot as hell in December. I think our winters are in July and June. That's when our winters hit here. So mid-year is when we get winter. We never get snow down here. Never. Unless you actually go up in the mountain areas. That's maybe like the higher you go, you might get some snow up there. But down here, there's no such thing as snow down here. You know, I've never seen snow. I've never touched snow. I've never smelt snow. I've only seen it maybe in movies, but not in real life. And I haven't actually started coloring in yet, so let's get down to that. I like to use the polygon tool when coloring in, which is this tool here. When you just do this, you know, polygon tool, it's just basically a bunch of straight lines. And this is where actually the art style that I've chosen comes in handy, because it's all a bunch of straight lines. So it's very easy to color. And I could use the fill tool, but the fill tool adds a lot of vertex groups and stuff in Blender. And if you don't know anything about vertex groups, I'll show you what it is. It's basically these anchor points over here. But they're not anchor points, they're actually vertices in Blender. The Blender converts them into a grease pencil thing. So the more of those you have, the slower Blender becomes. So I've optimized it by just using the bare minimum that I can use. I know it actually has a very high threshold for those points, but I'm not taking the risk because I'm streaming and I'm doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So when it comes to visual effects and stuff like that in the back, I really want to keep what I'm doing to a minimum. You know, I don't really want things to get out of hand, so I keep things simple. And it's more of the 3D modeling mentality I'm using here for this as well. Damn, that's a lot of snow. Yeah. But I always prefer winter than summer because, you know, on a winter, you know, in winter you can actually add layers, whereas in summer, it's not like you can tear off your own skin. You know, it's just like you can only go so far down the chain before you're just completely naked. And that's why I love winter. You know, I can always add a few more layers. But yeah, Blender can be quite a heavy software. But if you know how to, I know I've been working in Blender for like over 7 years maybe now. So when it comes to optimization of like assets and stuff like that, I'm pretty good at it because, you know, I've been doing it like my whole life now. You know, I gotta keep things optimized for my animation job. So I gotta keep things optimized. I have to make sure the assets are all good for my crew so that when they get it, you know, their machine just doesn't explode immediately, you know. So I always gotta keep up the optimization. And because I have that mindset, I tend to keep things much simpler than they have to be as well. If that needs more detail, I'll add more detail, but sometimes you just need the bare minimum to convey a idea, you know. Let me just add. I just figured out how to use multiplier layers in the grease pencil tool settings as well. So that's a new thing, which is cool. I've never really colored with multiplier layers though. I've always used like black for shading, which is fine. I mean, for animation, from an animation standpoint, it can be it makes things much simpler as well. Unless you're going for a more stylized effect, but I mean, it's fine. All depends on the theme of your comic and your art style, I guess. Hey, god damn it. This mouse, god damn it. I gotta get a new mouse. This mouse is all over the place sometimes. It just wants to do its own thing. And that's why the stream, you know, had a problem in the beginning, because this mouse decided to click everywhere on the screen. And now we're here. Hopefully you guys are working on something. Hopefully I'm getting you through some work while you listen to this stream, because that's what I plan to do. And I'm also, I think for the next video, I think I'm gonna do actually my art journey. I'm gonna do an art journey video speaking about how exactly I got into art, you know, and how I got to where I am now, you know. I think it'll be interesting because you can actually see like the steps I took to get where I am. I always find those videos very informative in terms of the many ways you can actually get into the industry. So I might just do a cool video on that with some animatics and some cute little sprites and animations. So yeah, My art journey was quite crazy though. I don't think. Well, at least it wasn't actually that crazy. It was just like, it's funny how, you know, there's certain things in life that you don't actually think are going to prep you for certain situations, and it just does. So it's weird. Oh goddamn! I gotta select this, and then I gotta sign actually. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's kind of wearing gloves here. Procrastinating on a video. You know, sometimes, you know, procrastination actually can help you. There was actually a video I watched from, I think it was Howard Wilmsworth or something like that. You know, the animator guy I recommended for you guys. He actually talked about like instances of like good procrastination and bad procrastination. Like me personally, when I procrastinate, it's always on something else, like other projects work-wise. So when I procrastinate, I'm actually like being productive in a sense. I don't know, it's weird. But Mitch seems he has a lot on his hands these days. Hopefully I see him in the stream. Maybe he's here. That guy's busy. Busy. Yeah, I typically have that same problem sometimes, where I do too much panels, or I overcomplicate a story. And I think this short story is gonna be a very good exercise, because if you guys don't know, I've talked about this in previous streams, all the stuff that's going to happen in this short story, and I kind of have to compress that and find a way to fit all that things into the short story as well. It's only gonna be like 3 episodes. So when it comes to simplicity and, you know, compressing things and cutting out certain parts of my story, I'm very good at that actually. And you know, sometimes I can compress like 5 panels into one, like and I think it's just to do with my work experience, because working on certain projects in animation, we always have to cut out scenes or certain things in the storyboard that you know, might not convey the same message, or it might just be unnecessary to convey everything into, you know, multiple panels in the storyboard, you know. So usually what we do is we simplify the storyboard and we kind of compress certain scenes into one scene. And that's kind of what I do in my webcomics as well. Teach me your ways. Yeah, it's actually not actually as hard as, I'll show you guys actually. You know what? I will actually practically show you how I did that, what I did, you know. Let's go back to, I'll save this and let me save, and let me just actually open my first episode here. Let me show you guys all these panels. You see all these panels over here? There's some panels that I took out. I just couldn't have them in here because they were going to be too much. Let me just go further up here to the top panels, to the top panel over here, and let's go into rendered view. I want to show you guys exactly what I did. Am I taking any art courses for this? No, I don't. I've never actually done any art courses, to be honest. I think the only course I did was my 1 year study in game design. That was the only course I did artistically because and I think in 1 year I learned so much. I just basically took basic courses. So this does look like 10 episodes. Yeah. But it's actually just one big episode. So, and in certain panels, certain panels also don't have sound effects or any text panels as well, because I believe some of them you don't need text for them, like this guy just getting up here, you don't need text for that. And you know, I just kind of show the clock and then I show his eyes kind of move towards the side with this little red light shining on his hair, so you know he's looking at the clock. You know, you can there's certain actions that you can convey without even, you know, putting down text or anything. And then it was this door, I think I did put down a little text, ka-chunk, you know, door just opening. There is, I want to show you guys where I actually compressed some scenes as well. Where is my thumbnailing actually? I just want to check. What happened to my thumbnail? Did I delete it or something now? Ah, God damn it. Okay, let's just go back. Let's go back into this. Let me show you guys here with the fight sequence actually. You can just go back to these panels over here. Like you'll see. And I also rearranged some panels as well. Yeah, the big episode is kind of, it's alright until you have to upload it and it's just massive and it just doesn't get into the upload, you know. But it's just a matter of compressing it and actually finding a way to fit them in. But this episode I might actually chop up into 2, to be honest, if it cannot handle all the episode thingies or whatever. Let me just take out the text. So let me just check here exactly what I did here. Yeah. And you'll see I kind of changed the perspective on many of the shots as well. Let me just check exactly where because there was a big, actually there's a few panels that actually just compressed into one panel. Like you see here, this scene right here, this is a very long scene, so you might not catch it, but let me just actually try and get everything in here. Okay. So as you can see, this part right here, let me just actually pull out my pen so I can actually show you guys. So this part right here, let me just brighten that up for you guys. So this part right here, this part, damn pen. Okay. So from here all the way down till here, it looks like one shot, but it's actually 2 panels that's cut off around here. So what I did was I compressed it because, I mean, why do we need all that mess over there? And I compressed it into this one shot over here. This one shot. I mean, and I still display the same action. You still get the exact same message that comes across in the panels, but it's just more simplified, and I brought it down a bit more and I made more space, so that helped. And then I think it's here as well. Yeah, this scene over here, where it shows the guy looking all distressed, you know, and this guy getting splattered all over the car, and then they're checking his pulse and he realizes he's dead. And the cool thing about these shots is that without text, like, you can still tell exactly what happened. Like, the guy got kicked into the car. He looks all worried. And this guy is all jacked up. He's checking the pulse. He's now standing back a bit, realizing what happened. And you can see he's a bit pissed off. And now he yells something. And the fight begins. So, without even, putting out a text, you can still tell through the shots, through the visual cues and exactly what's happening, you know. But I want to show you actually, like, look at the shot. Like, I actually had a different shot for that. And this shot over here was supposed to be after. The shot over here was supposed to be over here. And I don't think I displayed yeah, and the shot where he's checking his pulse was after this one. So I kind of rearranged them to kind of make them fit the narrative a bit more. And I think there is a shot as well. Yeah, this shot I took out as well because I don't need it. Like when he checked his pulse, he stood up here and he realized he's dead. I took out this scene. He doesn't actually have to say he's dead. I mean, we can see clearly the guy is not doing well, you know? So and there's a few shots I changed around as well. And I took a few more out here in the fight scene. You know, in this crazy set of events. You know, but I'm not gonna show too much to you guys. You guys can check it out when it comes out. I don't want to spoil too much. But it's a really awesome it was a very awesome experience to actually, you know, actually simplify my things more, figure out ways to kind of get around certain situations. But honestly, that type of stuff comes with experience. And why can't I exit this thing? Blender's dying on me. Please just get out of my face. Let me just yeah, I did too much there. Blender's just like, hey man, come on, man. I don't think he I'm pretty sure he's fine, yeah. I'm pretty sure he survived that, you know. Hence this scene over here where everybody's just laying on the floor, bleeding out, you know. I'm sure they are all fine as well, you know. They're just taking a little nap. Everyone's just taking a little nap, you know. I should have just made like a rainbows fly out of their body. If I really wanted to be kid friendly. Just a bunch of rainbows. Oh my god. Okay, I think I actually I just gotta bring this forward. And in Blender also sometimes the layer system you can actually like let's say you're doing fills and you're filling in a thing and you don't want maybe this fill to be on top of the other fills. You can kind of just send it back and it will go behind the other fills as well. You can send it back again. I think you can send it, and you can send it to the front again, so if you want it over your other fills as well. So that's cool. That's one of the cool things, you know. Anyway, let's paint some dead guys, you know. Let's fold them up so they don't look as dead but still dead. But I think it all when it comes to doing your webcomic scenes, it all comes down to composition and setting up your scenes, really. If you set up the scenes very well, like you can tell the story without even telling the story, really. And I think people really forget about the visual aspects of the webcomic as well, and don't sometimes use it to their advantage. You gotta take advantage of that visual aspect. It's not just storytelling, you know. You kind of have to balance the two. Although I think mine is more flashy, like it just focuses a lot more on the visual aspect. And I'm a bit, when I'm telling a story, I'm a bit more subtle on the story. Like you can kind of like the way I convey the story, it's just kind of hints at certain things and events and stuff like that. And when it comes to emotional driven scenes, sometimes I don't really convey all the emotions, because in certain scenes, you know, some people hold back their emotions. So I really try to make things in a certain way, kind of make them realistic, because certain people don't really display the emotions straight up in your face, you know. So I mean, that's not how real people usually interact. Usually they hide their emotions, and you know, they're like, everything's fine, you know, I'm doing okay, but meanwhile they're dying inside. So you gotta sometimes convey that emotion. Okay, there we go. But yeah, when it comes to webcomics, you just gotta keep things very simple. You know, you don't go crazy unless you have the time, and you can put in the time. You know, you can go as nuts as you want. But for me, you know, I'm doing many different things, and I want to do many different things. So I try to keep things simple so I can work on the stuff I really want to work on. Even though I really want to work on all the other projects as well. Because, I don't know, I like doing things, like a lot of things. Because sometimes, you know, something else will motivate me, and then I want to do that thing, and then I want to do this thing. But then I forget, you know, I have all these other things going on. So I try to schedule them in a certain way so I can still have time for everything. It's just about time management and actually placing down the time needed for things. Oh, you still plan to paint yours? Yeah, I don't know. Me and painting aren't really friends, really, you know. When it comes to painting, I just kind of don't do it. Because I don't know. I don't know. I used to do a lot of painting, but now I'm just kind of like, I like this aspect of just doing the cell shading, the basic cells, like cell shading methods of the animations. You know, I like doing this and implementing this into my webcomics. I think for my next webcomic, I'm going to experiment more with trying to evolve this art style more and kind of make more out of it, you know. So for now, I'm keeping the art. I'm trying to keep the art style consistent for the whole webcomic. So I'm staying with the simple shapes and straight lines for this webcomic. Okay, we got 2 down, a few more to go. It's a good thing I put on suits for these guys. You know, they're not having many different kind of clothing. They're just all wearing suits. You know, they kind of look like the same guy, and that's what I like. You know, sometimes I forget that I think about stuff like that. Like sometimes I unintentionally do stuff like this to simplify things for myself. And I don't really realize it until I actually take a step back and I realize, oh, I bet you subconsciously I did the suits because I didn't want to do all types of various different clothing, you know. And I do that stuff subconsciously, like subconsciously sometimes. I don't even realize I do this stuff. That's why when people ask me, how do you do this or how do you do that? It's just like, I don't realize how I do it. I don't actually sit down and think like, how did I actually do this? I just do, you know? And that kind of just goes with my personality. Whenever I want to do something, I just do it. I don't really, obviously I plan it out a bit more, but for the most case, if I really want to do something, I'll go for it, you know? I don't really like sitting on the back seat and waiting for my turn, you know? Yeah, painting does. Oh my god, painting. It depends on your style of painting as well. I would suggest checking out. There's a guy who actually talked about doing this one form of art style for his comics, and it took him 10 years to finish his comic because he wanted to make everything look pretty, and he done this one style for his comic. And my god, imagine working 10 years on a project. I'll lose my mind. There's no way. And it became more of a chore for him than just actually enjoying drawing his comic, you know. Although it looks really nice, but 10 years, my god. You probably stayed like a week or like maybe like a month on a page. Yes, Stoner Haru, that's the guy's name. Yeah, that guy, god damn. Like, you know, like, oh my god. I can't see myself doing that, actually. That guy was dedicated. You can say what you want, but that guy was dedicated, man. There's no way I would have ever been able to do that. Yeah, it's because like the information he gives is like just is very, it's one of those things, you know, that sometimes you just have to know when to fold as well. Yeah, I think that's the comic's name. But my god. Oh, I still realize I have snacks on the side here. Okay. I'm just checking my phone for something quick. Yeah, I just think that guy was doing too much, man. You know. But yeah, I think as an artist, like when it comes to illustrations and stuff like that, I think you have to adopt the animation workflow. I feel like you have to, because you know, in animation you can't stay too long in a frame. You have to keep it moving, and that sort of mentality will really help you in the long run. Like, oh my god, imagine working so long on that bloody comic. You know, in animation, like if I was working that long on animation, I would have got it fired. Yeah, you gotta keep that perfection in check, man. Sometimes you gotta stop and think, like, is it good enough? And if it is good enough, you know, that's where it's like, okay, cool. And that's why I kind of like, you know what I do? I usually set a time frame for each panel. The time I can spend on each panel. Although, you know, in live streams, obviously, it takes like forever just to finish one panel. But what I usually do is I usually limit a panel to an hour for the most. Like a panel like this, basically. This panel will definitely take me 40 minutes up to like an hour to do, because of the placement of the characters and the scene placement and the characters and the background and the camera, it does take maybe like 15 minutes to set up everything, and then to draw the line art takes about a few minutes, and then to color it in and make it look pretty, it takes about an hour. Splash art. That could actually work. No? Yeah, it's the same with every webcomic artist. My first episodes aren't really the best, but at the same time, it's readable. I'm like, okay, I can see people actually being able to sit through this. It's not like completely crazy. It's the same with your comic as well. It's not like you can't really make out anything at all. It's readable. You can get through it. Yeah, but that's why I feel like breaking up your episodes into seasons really displays your progress of your art style, but somewhat keeping that art style consistent within the season, so it doesn't kind of make that disconnect, with your audience. So that's why seasonal, like keeping your series like seasonal kind of makes things a bit better. Yeah, I also thought about it. Remember when I said I was gonna do the whole first, season over again? And you know what? I realized that would be completely dumb of me to do, because my first webcomic was never meant to be, the thing that I wanted to do. It was just kind of a test, a webcomic. And, that's all it is, really. Even though I'm really invested in the characters, I know a lot of people like the characters and the story and everything. And, which is fine, But I'm not redoing those first episodes. Yeah, I'm really interested to see that comic of yours. Is it Elias, or I always don't know how to pronounce the name properly. It's Elias, right? I think we agreed on Elias. I'm not sure. I'm trying not to chew in the mic. But I gotta have these snacks, man. I'm hungry. And we hit the 1 a.m. mark. Woo! 1 a.m. mark right there. Cool. I'm actually not that tired, guys, which is really awesome. That nap really worked, I think I might actually stay up till 4 a.m. because 4 a.m. is when I pray. That's my prayer time, my morning prayer time. So I might as well just stay up till that time, Like, I'm not gonna, like, why would I just go sleep and then wake up at that time again? It's just weird. Oh, I'm having, the snack I'm having is, it's called long chips. It's basically, I don't know if you have seen this. It's called long chips. It's just a long chip, a bunch of long chips in a package. It kind of looks like You know those those flat strips of noodles that lasagna have? You know that lasagnas have? I don't know if lasagnas is that even a, but you know the flat strips that lasagna has, it kind of looks like that, but it's in potato chip form, and it's like big, it's long chips, you know, it's very long. It's kind of like, how long is it? It's like 8 inches long of a long chip. And it's delicious. It tastes very similar to Pringles. Yeah. The texture and the way it's, you know, the crispiness and everything. Hopefully I'm not starving anyone out there while they listen to me crunch. Oh shit, I just realized I gave this guy long sleeves. He doesn't have long sleeves. That's cool, don't worry. I can deal with that. Let's just move some birds around. I gave this guy some long sleeves right here. He doesn't need long sleeves because he doesn't have any. There we go. Just move this around here as well. Yeah. It's a good thing I cited that, otherwise I would have stayed in the comic. No, it's not uncooked lasagna, okay? It's chips. It's chips, but in the shape of uncooked long lasagna strips. I actually had lasagna earlier as well. Although we didn't use this type of noodle, like the... You know, we didn't use the long type of noodle. You know, for all I know, I could be eating lasagna strips, you know, just flavored lasagna strips. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'm out of fruit as well. Otherwise I would have had an apple by now or something. I'm not that healthy, so you know, chips is where it's at. Chips at 1 AM in the morning. But you know, I work out. I keep myself lean and mean. You know. Sometimes I just, you know, the weekends are kind of where I spoil myself. You know, I have a few chips here and there. You know, maybe I'll grab a burger or something. Yeah, I'm probably just eating uncooked, you know, just uncooked spaghetti noodles. Okay, everybody's just putting in their lunch orders into the chat. Or actually supper orders, right? Dinner. Because I know it's like nighttime probably by you guys. Just putting in the dinner orders over here. Air is also, you know, air, you gotta survive on air. That air is good for you, you know. Keep up the air. Consume that air. That air's gotta get in your body as well. Man, I remember, oh my god, you know, this reminds me of that meme where the kid, his parents leaves the house and he can't find anything to eat. Like immediately when his parents leave the house, there's nothing to eat and he just has like a bowl of water. And I was just, oh my god, it had me on the floor because, you know, that's truly how it be, you know. When you're younger and your parents leave the house, it's just like, there's no food. There's no one to make you food. You're on your own. You're on your own, guys. When your parents leave the house, my god, you're on your own. You know, you just don't have food. You feel like your life is over. Subbar. Get your yogurt, Nikki. God damn. Get it. I mean, how far is your fridge really? You know? Get up there. Get in that fridge. Get all up in that fridge. Get your yogurt. You gotta fight for the things that you want, man. You want that yogurt? Fight for it. Oh, by the way, there's actually something I wanted to test out. Because in Blender you can kind of do these textured fills. I actually want to try it out. I just want to try it out a bit. Let me just try something out here. And this is actually, let me actually just do painted fill. Painted fill. I just want to try something out with these materials over here. Painted fill, and I want the fill to be textured. Let's texture it up. Brush. Water texture. Water brush texture. I just want to see something. Ooh, interesting. Interesting, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try something out here. And we're gonna see how it works. We're gonna see what results we get. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna copy this texture. Okay, yeah. Save as. Save here. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just downloading some images from Google on painted textures. And we're gonna try them out here because I want to see what I can use these for. Okay, let's try this out. Oh yeah, this is basically a murder scene here. People are dying left, right, and center. Everyone's dead. Everyone on the floor here, you see, is dead. They're all dead, basically. I didn't get to the blood yet and everything, you know. I just want to actually try something out quick because this might be interesting to try. But you could say they're napping, you know. You could say they're just sleeping right now, you know. You could, if you want to be, you know, kid friendly over here. Yeah, I definitely feel the same way when I hunt and gather my food as well. Yeah, I forget to eat as well when like I'm doing my sketches and everything, and like I'm actually working on animations and stuff. The only time I remember to eat is when I'm rendering out a very large animation scene. Then I'm actually like not doing anything, and I'm just like, let me go grab something to eat quick. Dirt nap. Yeah. Dirt nap. Okay, I wanted to try something out actually. I almost lost my train of thought there for a second. Textures. Here we go. Let me try out this brush. Let me just press enter. Interesting. Okay. Let me just mess around with some settings here. Ooh. Okay, go with the 0.5. I don't know, you guys probably don't know what I'm doing right here, but you'll see. You'll see when I figure it out. And it's not looking good though. Oh, there we go. There we go. Interesting. Okay, let me try and grab another texture. Nice. Can I just move this texture over a bit? What if I just go for one and done? Oh, that's not good. I don't see what it looks like if I use textures on these textured brushes. So you can actually get some sort of water water painting texture on your artwork as well. Very interesting, very interesting. And you can mess around with some stuff here. Is there a way I can actually modify the brushes in let me just see here. What the hell? Okay, what if I change? I just want to check something out here. Okay, this does nothing. Okay, very interesting. Okay, this is another mission I will get to when I get to. That is very interesting. For now, let's just get back to the scene at hand. I was just trying to check out the textured brushes and if you can actually add like a water-based paint texture to your strokes and stuff like that. So it looks like you actually painted it and stuff like that. But that's a journey for another day. It's very interesting. Can I just delete that because that blue is just all the way up there. Okay, let's get back to... By the way, this guy's shirt has textures on it as well. It has like a pattern on it. And that's kind of what I was trying to do with the brushes. Let me see if I still remember this guy's colors for his clothing. Oh, Jessica drank some broth. Oh my god. Don't know what this broth entails. They all fell down the stairs. They could possibly all have fell down the stairs, or maybe they just got their asses handed to them. Yeah, they definitely did not see the left floor, the wet floor sign. They just, you know, it's what happens. This is what happens when you think you're in the mob and you can just, you know, power through wet floors. Nah, man. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Oh shit, what shirt was he? Oh yeah, he was wearing the shirt material, which is why I named it the shirt material. And he has a darker hey, you know this guy over here, the grandpa guy? I actually the inspiration I got for this guy is actually my grandpa. You know, this guy over here. I got the inspiration from both my grandpas and I kind of merged them into one character. So yeah, he looks very similar to my he looks like a combination of my grandpas, to be honest. So this guy, also I'm showing that Indonesian heritage that he has because, you know, of the Indonesian side of my family. So I thought it'd be interesting to give a little shout out to my heritage. You gotta give that shout outs, man. You gotta appreciate your heritage. Even though mine is completely mixed and I don't know where my family comes from most of the time. And my family is so big that goddamn, they just take over. They just probably half of the country is my family. Like I don't. It's just there's so much of them over here. Hey, I gotta run that. I gotta run this to the back. Send it to the back. Yeah, it's good to get inspiration from real life, you know. I'm not sure what color pants I gave us, yeah. I think I went with dark black. Black's already dark. Don't know why I said dark black. What I meant to say was dark gray. That's what I meant to say. Dark black. Is dark black even a color? Can black be dark? Like, do you get like... You know, I actually was like looking at... because I was printing out some stuff earlier for my wife. And there's like actually different tones of black. And I was just like, what the flip? Like, I thought black was just black. And now there's like all these different tones. There's like pure black and then a rich black and then flat black. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, on the other hand, my grandpa, I don't think is anything like this guy in my webcomic. I think this guy kind of is kind of like any other old wise man, you know. He has that old wise man trope who kind of tries to make the hero a better person in a way. No wife tabs today. Sorry, my wife is sleeping at the moment. She's sleeping in the room. So she's not currently in the room here with me. She's sleeping, you know, in the room. So yeah, no wife dabs. She's like it's like half past 1. It's like, yeah, it's 1 a.m. over here. So like 1:25 a.m. to be exact. So definitely everybody's sleeping in the house. Oh, welcome to the stream, Georgie. Damn, everybody comes on stream at this time. I think next week I'm gonna stream at the same time. You know? Trying not to chew in the mic. I know there's some of you like ASMR, but you know, I can't do that to you guys. Can't do it. Can't do it to you guys. Nah, you didn't miss any wife dabs. My wife is she's just sleeping, you know, she's out. I think at this point, even my cats are sleeping. Usually they're up at night, but I'm pretty sure they're sleeping as well. Everybody's just sleeping in the house right now. Because for those of you who don't know, like, the way, I kind of live in a complex. So my grandma lives in a little house in the back. She has her own little house, like her own complex in the back with her house. And then we live in the front part of the complex. And our house is on top. Like our apartment basically is on top of my parents' house. So we all kind of live in like one big complex. It's not really big, but you know, it's big enough. It's pretty medium sized. So we all live like together in this one complex. So my brother lives here, and then my parents and my grandma in the back. So, you know, and everybody's sleeping right now. They're all sleeping, and luckily, my upstairs, like our house upstairs, or I don't know if you would call it an apartment, because I don't think it's actually bigger than an apartment. So it's like its own little house upstairs. So it is soundproof, so the people downstairs can't hear exactly what's going on. So I'm not actually that loud. But me and my dad is working on building me an office. We have an extra room, and that's kind of where I'm gonna set up my office with I'm gonna make kind of my own little studio over there, you know, animation studio. So it's gonna be fun. Anyway, now we get to the fun part. Adding the blood and the shading. Yes. Blood and shading is where it's at. Oh yeah, I can actually go back to my layout because I don't like the way that it's displayed on screen. There we go. Let's do the shading. I actually like the shading process is actually much more easier for me now. All I do is I just make a shading layer. I just make a shading layer here in the layers tab. And be back in a bit. No problem, Jess. No problem. I'm here for at least the next 2.5 hours, you know, probably. Depending on whether or not I really get tired. Right now I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to get these panels done over here. Okay. Let's get to shading. There we go. May actually open up. Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking something on the other screen, just in case you're wondering, hey, why are you so quiet? What happened? I'm just checking something. Okay, so I like to make my shading around here. What I will say is there's no actually way to do like Gaussian blurs and stuff like that in Blender. So that's why I kind of went with this style as well. There's no like special effects like Gaussian blurs or speed blurs you can make in Blender. So I kind of have to be creative with my speed lines and exactly how I use them to convey movement in my webcomic. So it's very challenging, very interesting. I will say, you know, I was actually planning. I had an idea of actually, as I finish these episodes, I will paste them. I will post them on Patreon, like my Patreon. So you guys, whoever wants to, you know, you can't really wait to see the webcomic, you can go ahead and check out my Patreon. I think I only have one tier, and that kind of gives you everything, you know, from anything you need to know about my behind the scenes stuff to any extra information on my webcomics and stuff like that. And also I plan to do in the future, I do plan to do maybe some advanced animation courses for those of you who want to join those as well, just to make animation easy for you guys who want to maybe, you know, do some animation. Because I believe I can actually make the animation process quite simple for you guys. So you don't have to go through all the trouble of actually learning everything in animation to make a good animation. But that is further somewhere down the pipeline when I get to it. Right now, I'm working on this. And yeah, this is about it. Oh, here we go. Actually, just turn down the music a bit in my headphones. Just a bit, you know. Okay, here we go. I don't know, the shading process is quite easy for me now. You know, I just kind of just run through it. I just kind of fill in where I think the light should land. And since I've worked a long time in the animation, the 3D animation industry for quite some time now, shading, I kind of have a grip on shading quite easily. So when it comes to actually figuring out where the light lands, it's not actually that hard for me. I don't always get it right, but then again, I don't always go for things that are correct. I just go for the things that make it look good, that convey the emotion or convey what I'm trying to tell in a panel, you know. It doesn't have to be accurate. It just has to convey exactly what I'm trying to say, what exactly I'm trying to show within my webcomic. Some artists sometimes forget that, you know. What exactly is you trying to actually convey in the panel? Yeah. Because you kind of, sometimes you know, you get lost in the source, you lose the plot a bit, you know. You kind of have to just take a step back and, you know, think about exactly what you're trying to do. Okay, there we go. But hopefully you guys are doing well. I mean, what projects are you guys working on? Are you guys working on webcomics, some animation, or are you just chilling? Okay, here we go. I got the hair down. Oh yeah, some simple shading going on here. But what I've noticed is also like with the background, because you can see these characters kind of fall into the background as well. So I'll have to do some things so that if I drop that off, yeah, they'll kind of fall into the background. Maybe I can do some shading stuff. Okay, I can maybe use the blood to my advantage, and the blood can kind of convey contrast. I don't know. Damn, my South African accent just pounded that word so heavily, you know. Okay. Elias is working on some character design for his webcomic. For he or her webcomic. I don't know, man. But that's good though. That's good. You know, as long as you're working on something, perfecting your art skills. And I mean, if you're just chilling, you're just chilling. Either way. I know there are other people in here who are not really artists, you know. They're just here for the content. And I appreciate that as well. Yeah, I see you do a lot of sketching, Nikki. You do like second sketch, you do your first sketch and then second sketch, and sometimes third sketches. You go in on those sketches over there. I don't know. I used to do the same thing as well. I would do a first sketch like the rough, and then I would do a more detailed sketch, and then I would do the final product. But yeah, sometimes, but then I realized actually that just takes up a lot of my time. And then I found out a way to simplify my art style the way I did here, and this is what I'm doing now. But I feel like I've gone too far to one side of simplicity, and I kind of want to add a bit more a bit more detail to this art style as well. So for my next webcomic project, you'll see a little bit more. You'll see my art style change up again into a more complex version of what I have here. So not complex, maybe just a bit more detailed. You're a sketch monster. You definitely are a sketch monster. That's what I'll say. Yeah, that's true. The if you have a very good idea of your sketches, or you have placed your sketches down pretty well, you really breeze through the line art. But I would say if you want to take it a step further, but you know what I really noticed, like before I talk about that, what I really noticed is that the real problem really lies in the perspective and placement of your characters, as well as the background. That's really what really takes up the most time. Because when you're sketching, you're trying to actually figure out exactly the positions of your character, the way they're facing, their perspective. You're figuring out all those type of stuff while sketching. And I feel like that's really the thing that takes up the most time, is because you're figuring it out as you go along. And that's why I really appreciate the Blender process right now, because I have the perspective, I have everything down already. All I have to do is sketch the thing towards that perspective, and I have it, Oh, Jessica's back. Welcome back. Thanks. The line art's looking good, yes. All looking good. The shading is really where I make it pop. I gotta make these things pop right here. And the way I set up the shot, there will be an awesome cinematic type of thing where the camera kind of pans down to all the dead bodies. And I just knocked my elbow. Nice. But yeah, cinematically, like the scene in animation, I would make the camera pan down this long, list of dead bodies laying on the floor. Or array of dead bodies, I guess. Yeah, sometimes there's people that spend a lot of time in line art, yeah. I guess it depends on your art style and the way you work. Yeah, the backgrounds is actually... I'm so glad I don't have to really draw backgrounds anymore. Like, I just really model them once and I set them up with the textures and we're done, Backgrounds is really the thing that was like, god damn it. It's like, I didn't mind it, but definitely for me, like 3D modeling a background is actually more satisfying for me, and I actually enjoy it more than actually like drawing a whole background. 3D modeling actually is just more fun for me in terms of modeling the background. Okay, that's The shading is fine. Maybe I add a bit more shading here on this part of the leg. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Actually, I forgot to draw one more thing. I forgot to draw. It's supposed to be a bat laying here. Not a bat like a, you know, an actual flying bat, but like a baseball bat. Supposed to be a baseball bat laying here, like such. I think that's all right scale. I think the scale of the baseball bat needs to be a bit. It needs to be a bit longer. Let's stretch it down a bit. Let's bring this down a bit. Let's bring it up a bit here on this side. Bring it up a bit, just a little bit. And then let's just move it a bit more. Yeah, scale it down a bit. And there we go. Oh, okay. What are you guys saying in the chat here? These be foreign experiences, yeah. Okay, let me just do some. This chat is really getting big. God damn. You know, I can actually, with Streamlabs, I can actually put up a voice chat so that when you guys put in comments, to actually like, the voice like will actually like speak, will actually like, you know, say the words, like the AI voice. I don't know, but I don't know about actually using it because I know might just spam stuff, but you can actually set it so it doesn't really spam what people are saying and stuff like that. So I'm really gonna look into that maybe, because looking like on my chat and then working on the side is like, it's like you gotta multitask over here. Yeah, SketchUp. I'm not sure how SketchUp works. I haven't really used SketchUp. Actually, you know what? I've actually downloaded a trial version and tried SketchUp, but because I was so used to Blender, SketchUp kind of felt it felt too slow for me, if that makes sense. Because I'm so used to using so much shortcuts and just flinging stuff on screen and like just doing all types of quick models and then using shortcuts and stuff like that, that SketchUp kind of slows me down. I don't know. I don't know. It's just because the shortcut keys is just so easy to kind of reach in Blender and, you know, get to them. And once you get used to them, it's just like you really speed up your process. SketchUp sucks, but it works. Yeah, that's why, like, I feel like SketchUp is more of a, Blender is more of a creative thing, like that most creative artists use. Although it can be used for architecture and stuff like that, but Blender's just more creative, like artistically friendly, you know. Where SketchUp is for more of a, if you're more technical in terms of architecture and stuff like that. Blender Blender can get technical. It's just like, it's just not usually that technical. It usually just wants you, you know, to kind of get the job done in your own way. Because like, unlike SketchUp, Blender's more flexible, I would say. Like, it works for whatever workflow you're trying to make. You just got to figure out exactly how to use Blender in that workflow, you know. And it takes time though. I think SketchUp is much easier to actually learn, maybe. Blender's not that hard to learn, but it takes time to actually get a hang of using all the shortcuts and all the crazy stuff. And you know, as you can see, I'm just throwing shadows on this guy over here. I don't really, I mean, who's gonna really notice, right? Besides you guys. I mean, who's gonna really notice? Yeah. Yeah, online free versions are usually, you know, just free versions of software that wants your money. It's just kind of like, okay, cool. They're not going to give you everything, you know. And that's what I kind of like about Blender. It's just like, it's because it's free and it has a large community behind it, you know, who also wants things to be free. And they can actually, and they build their own assets and add-ons that they need for their workflow and then share it with the community. So it's just like, you just have more access to stuff in Blender as well. And it's more friendly to those who, you know, don't want to spend a lot of money, really. Get into those models, you know. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube for just starting up Blender and just trying to figure out everything. You know, and it's usually stuff like how to extrude and how to model. It's just basics. You just really need to perfect the basics. That's all you need to do. The other stuff will come later. Like, you don't worry about the complex, you know, node system in the shaders and all those type of things. Just get down the basics, and once you get down the basics, you can kind of mess around from there, and you will see that you will figure out your own little path in Blender, because it's really flexible. So whatever path you choose, you know, to go down, you know, you will basically figure it out by yourself. There's no one way to learn in Blender. Those scenes I need to do seem so far. Yeah, time flies by, you know. This is also kind of a big scene for me. Well, at least just the placement of the characters. I'm doing like, how much characters am I drawing here? Like, 5 down. Well, 7 characters I'm drawing here. Although it's a more simplified version of the characters. That's what I'll say also. Like, when it comes to drawing a large amount of characters in a scene, do a lot of shots where you kind of are standing at a distance. Oh yeah, Blender also does this weird thing. I don't know what it is, but like sometimes the shape that you do, let me show you guys, the shape that you do over here when like doing this fill tool thing, it does like this weird, like connects over. I don't know why it does that, but to fix that, you just extrude again over here to get the shape back. It's just an easy fix. I don't know. It should be fixed maybe in the newer versions. But yeah. I should actually. You can't see it. It's not on. There you go. Now you can see the keys I'm using. God damn it! I turned it off by accident. That's when you exit the scene. It kind of resets that setting. Weird. I should actually make it a setting that's on by default, so you guys can see the keys I'm using. Okay, I think I got all the characters here. You know, just this guy. Just this guy, and then I'm gonna add the blood, and then we're done with this scene. And then I think actually when I'm done with this scene, we're gonna work on some animations. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on some animations. And it's I think I'm gonna work on some animations for the live stream. There's because I wanted to create my own little like GIFs or animations for the live stream in terms of the donation thing and subscriber thing, and so we're gonna do that because I wanna spruce up my streams, man. Because Mitch is doing all these crazy things on his stream. You know, I can't let him win. You guys forgot we're at war, okay? That guy's my rival over there. You know, I can't let him win. He thinks he has one up on me. But I'm not far behind, Mitch. I'm coming for you. Think you can one up me, boy? I'm coming for you. Okay, so now I got. Yeah. It's nice to have a creative rival, though. You know, it keeps you in check. No problem, Himanshu. You know, get some rest. It is quite late over here, so I don't know what time is it by you, but yeah, get some sleep. No problem. No problem at all. What's the time by you guys over there? It's now heading to 2 a.m. over here. Yeah, the rage on. Actually, you know, while you guys are on stream, I'm actually planning to do cool animation with my avatar and Mitch's avatar, our YouTube avatars. You know, I'm planning to do a cool animation with that. I have it in the back. I haven't started on it yet. I've just let me show you guys. Let me actually show you guys some cool stuff. Oh wait, okay, after this panel, after I finish this panel, actually, you know, after I'm almost done with it, so might as well finish it. It's almost 7. Okay, well, you guys can check it out later, you know. But yeah, no problem, Nikki. You go where you need to go. Finish up what you need to finish up. You can always check out on the stream later. I just have to. How long has the stream been though? God damn, I'm not even tired. I was going to 2 hours. Cool. You know, at least I'm not like Mitch. That guy, he does 4-hour streams. That guy is just. He's doing all the streams. He's doing everything over there. Oh, I thought you were leaving, Nikki. Okay, cool. Cool, Nikki's with. She's still with us. Okay, no problem. I'm still going on till 4 a.m. So, I mean, it isn't gonna be quite a long stream. I don't know what time is it by you guys. So you said like it's 7 by you. So by the time I get to 4 a.m., it should be 9 p.m. by you guys. 9 p.m., 10 p.m. over there by you guys. Okay, that's fine. No problem. I know some of you, you're running almost around the same time zone as me, so you'll probably be sleeping by now, which is cool. Oh my god, Elias. You're doing too much. You're doing too much over there. There's too much characters. Anyway, let's get all bloody in the scene, guys. Let's get all bloody. We're gonna get all bloody in the scene. I think I'm gonna, yeah, let me just, oh, okay, let me just turn down the simplicity of the stroke so we can get some curves going. Just a little bit of curviness, we don't need too much. East gang, okay, okay. I think I'm South gang. Okay, I don't like that stain. Maybe oh yeah, let me just add a mask on here, so we just East. East gang. I'm South gang though. There we go. Okay. Actually, what happened to this guy? He got stabbed in the neck, so obviously he's gonna have a lot of blood on this area over here. His face. This guy got stabbed straight up in the neck. He's gonna have a lot of blood on this area over here. And then it's gonna trickle out over here. You gotta know where you gotta put the blood placement, guys. Well, this guy looked like he's like trying to crawl away, like help, help. But he's actually he's not crawling. He's just completely, his brains are bashed in. To be honest, And let me just get a little blood here. Yeah. I wanted to make this panel quite dramatic because it's gonna be kind of where I was planning on ending one of the parts of the first episode here, but we'll see what I do with this, But yeah, I wanted to make it very dramatic because I wanted to display the amount of killing that has happened within this short period of time, because this all these killings happen quite fast. Like everybody just gets wrecked. They get absolutely destroyed. So what happened to this guy again? I gotta remember. Okay, he first went for this guy, and this guy, he got his brains bashed in and he got his hand broken. That's what I remember. He got his hand broken, brains bashed in, a lot of trauma, a lot of damage. And then this guy, he got smacked with a baseball bat. That's what I remember. He got straight. This is the guy who lost all his teeth. And so, you gotta add these elements in here. That's the one thing I forgot to draw. You gotta draw his teeth, Let's get that teeth on the ground right here. That's his teeth right there, You gotta draw that in. You have to get that little. That's some big ass teeth though. Let's get further in there. I mean, no one's gonna see this detail, but you guys will know. You guys will know when you see the panel. When you see the panel, you will remember this guy's teeth is actually laying on the floor right here. Don't worry. We're gonna get his teeth in. No, this is not homicide. This is absolutely. I mean, this is not suicide. This is absolutely straight up. People just got murdered. You know, they got their asses handed to them because they didn't want to listen. They had the chance. They had the chance to run. You know, let's leave his 3 teeth over there. You know, maybe the Tooth Fairy will have mercy on him and drop $1 in his lap. We'll find out. No, these aren't clones actually. These are some sort of mob. They like a gang, so to say. They were trying to mug this old man basically. And this guy just ran through them like a train. So justice has been served, you know. I don't think you actually. It's not actually that much clones in this first short story. There is one that appears later though, and I want you guys to see if you can spot that clone. It's quite obvious though. You know, it's very obvious. You'll see the clone. See the clone. It's pretty obvious. Let me just get this blood here in the back. Blood. More blood. Oh, blood. Lots of blood. There's a lot of blood. This is gonna be a very bloody comic, you know. Yeah. There we go. I don't know. I might have to. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with this red. I never should go darker. I think I'll leave it that color. Just for the contrast and the scene setup. I think it will work well with that. No, this is kind of like a flashback scene actually. Because I tell my stories in weird ways, you know. I get right into the main thing, and then you usually get like a series of flashbacks or moments in time will kind of appear randomly, and you'll kind of have to piece it together yourself, you know. What's his power level? If you mean how strong he is, he's kind of like I don't know if you guys know. Of course you guys know. You know Captain America. The clones are kind of like that, you know. They have heightened strength, speed, senses. 8,999. So it's not over 9,000. No, yeah, it's not over 9,000 yet. No. He got his little teeth over there. Yeah, I think this is fine. I just want to add some shading to the background. Add a little more variation to the background. Did I shade this guy? Oh, I did shade him. It's just quite light. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. I just want to add a little bit more variation to the background, so it just pushes out that contrast more. So let's do this. You know, get that corner shadows going. Those corner shadows. Let's just get those shadows here and the pricks going just a little bit, you know. A little bit of variation on the edges. Just to make it look like, you know, like the lights are doing something. And then maybe a little bit more shadows on the corpses. Getting a little more shadows here. Here we go. I really enjoyed working on this project though. Very awesome. Especially with the new stuff I get to test out and experiment with. Let's get those shadows going. Yeah, I don't like that shadow. That looks weird. Just a little. Because it is close to the floor. Okay. There we go. Okay. Nice. Straight up murder. Oh yeah, this guy has no shadow. Let's add his little shadow here. And this guy needs a little shadow as well. There we go. Add a little variation on the ground. Just a little bit to make it look like there's a little bumps here and there. Yeah. Maybe delete that line. I don't like that line. I don't like it. There we go. Nice. Now it's all pretty like. Not too much detail, just enough to convey exactly what I wanted to convey. I'm trying to think what else I can add to it. I think it's fine. I feel like it's missing something. We just check something quick. What does it look like with the line art? Let's check the line art out for the background. So I usually put it off because it slows down the scene. Let's amp up the line art a bit. Oh, I see the line art doesn't cover that edge. That's why it looks so weird. Okay. So this, no, okay, I'll line that out a bit so it just doesn't look like, you know, doesn't look off-putting. Let's add this line over here. Just gonna add some line art to the background so it doesn't look too off-putting, because it just kind of looks like it stops here. There we go. Let me just drop this over here. There we go. It breaks that wall away from the ground. So it looks a bit funny. Oh. There we go. Nice. Okay. We're getting somewhere. And I just want to drop this line down here as well to get this wall. And that's fine. That is fine. Okay. We have a line art. Whoop, I am zooming everywhere. Nice. Okay. Okay, I think that was the thing. Yep, that was definitely the thing that was missing. It's amazing how my mind caught that. It's amazing. Let's render that image out. Should take a few seconds. Getting some water. Okay, it's done. It is done. There we go. Ready. all pretty. Like, let's save it in our panels folder right here. And let me just drop it into my episode. So now that you saw me finish that scene up, I'm going to show you how to drop these things into your... You create a separate file with the setup that I have here. As you can see, I have a setup here with all the panels and everything. And you drop it. I like doing the scene separately because it just makes things easier. So you can hit Shift A and then just go to it should be in images, import images as planes, or you can make a shortcut key for it and then just import images as planes. That's what I did because it's so much easier. I don't want to go through that whole menu. Import images as plane. There's our image. Gotta scale it down a bit. Just gotta make sure it fits the way you want it to fit. Oh yeah, and then you gotta configure the shader so it actually shows up. That's one of the things I actually just want to kind of make an automatic thing, you know. When you bring it in, it just automatically makes a shader for it. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, or I'll figure that out, but this works. Oh, that guy got stabbed. Damn, I forgot I did that scene. Oh my god. Oh, he's not. Oh, that's... Yep, he's dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead. That guy got stabbed. Got straight up stabbed. Let's just space these scenes out a bit. Okay, nice. Nice, it looks good. Looks good, guys. Looks very good. Looks awesome. Now I'm gonna work on some animations for you guys, actually. Work on some cool ass animations. I want to show you guys some of the stuff I was working on. I'm working on that cool little animation with Mitch's avatar as well. I created a little Mitch avatar. There we go. Shout out to Mitch. I created this little avatar of his YouTube avatar in 3D. Look, it looks almost like him. His avatar doesn't have any pupils though, so I had to get creative with the pupils and like add like these little white pupils to it, you know. But that looks cool. Looks cool. I still have to rig it up and actually like animate it, but that's for something else. That's for, you know, whenever I get to that animation that I plan to do. I plan to use Mitch in my... I don't know if you've seen the Chains Saga animations that I've done before, my previous videos. And I'm kind of gonna use Mitch's avatar in those animations in a way. And I know you will enjoy that, so we'll do that. Little Mitch. I actually wanted to make... Let me open up a... You know, maybe I'll do the other animations another time for my streams. I think I'm going to work on some of my animations that I was actually planning to do. Hey, what? Oh yeah, I remember this animation. I wonder if everyone saw this animation. don't know if you saw this one actually. This cool animation with the grip that I did, right? And then I did another animation with the glove doing the electrical thingamabob. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full-scale animation with this fight scene because it was one of my favorite fight scenes in my webcomic series. So this is how it starts off. And you can see I also did the little water effects with the feet. You know, walking in the water. Their feet is also doing the little water effects. And I got the background down. The grip. Yes, it's a very powerful grip. Look at it. Yeah, it's very subtle. And then we have his grip. His little, you know, charging Chidori fist thing. That is actually, I like the Chidori fist thing actually. And I actually did pretty well on that animation. The timing and the, you know, the little swiftness of the wrist. Oh, now we're actually gonna have to, I'm actually gonna have to animate the running scene and jumping scene, and you know, because and I actually pulled the composition straight out of my webcomic, by the way. Let me just drop my webcomic here on the side so I know exactly. Okay, let me just drop it inside here in a panel so I know exactly where it is. Where? Oh my god, I have to go back to my old history of my webcomics. Back to my old Photoshop files. Oh, which webcomic was? I think it's 16, right? Was it episode 6? 15. It was episode 15. Yes, when they blue blasted fisted the chick in the face. Yes, okay. So I have my scenes here up on the side. How do I zoom in? How far can I zoom in on this panel though? Whoa, whoa, that's too close. Let's go back a bit. There we go. You guys can't see what I'm looking at, but I'll drop it here on the screen. So this is actually the direct composition of this panels right here. Very direct. Except I changed this guy's leg position because it was way too. It actually looks alright here, but in the animation it looked weird because he was standing and not like bracing himself. And now I gotta do this full-on animation of them running up to and she's swinging a sword. Obviously I'm gonna add a bit more in-betweens here because my webcomic there were a lot of beats that I missed in the fight, because just for simplicity's sake, to keep the fight simple, and I was on part time so I didn't have time to do all the actions that I wanted to do with the fight scene, but I can definitely do it in the animation. And as you can see, I plopped my reference skeleton here so I can actually reference the running. But how am I gonna do the running? That's one of the things. Hopefully you guys enjoy me trying to figure this out while I animate here. Okay, I got the, by the way, this water is very, it's awesome. This is a little water texture that I made. It's this interesting water texture that I made, and it also flows, like it moves, you know. It's pretty cool. One of the perks of working in Blender. You know, the toon shaders really look awesome. And yeah, okay, we don't need to see that now though. Oh, I have to actually now animate them running up to the lady coming in for a punch. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see how far we get with this animation, or we're gonna see how badly I mess up this animation. That's gonna be one of the two things. Which are we going to get today? Okay, let's pop down my crease pencil. Drop it down here. And where is it at? There it is. Let me just delete that stroke. Okay, bring it back. Bring it over here. I'm thinking I'm actually just going to you know what? I'm actually going to I think I'm gonna do a moving camera shot. Okay, first I have to did I place down exactly where? Okay, I'm gonna place down where the lady's at that they're gonna attack. Place her over here in the center. Actually, it's all about placement and composition. That's what it's all about in animation. Okay, it's gonna look cool though when it's done, but you're gonna get all types of flashy animation stuff, so that's cool. And I'm gonna make drawing. This is drawing. I wonder if I should do separate drawings for them. Okay, I'll make it drawing 1. Drawing 1. Okay, then I'm gonna animate my camera first. I'm gonna animate my camera. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna cut it in between. So they're gonna run up. Where's the scene? I gotta look at the scene. Okay, so they're gonna run up. This is kind of like my storyboard over here. So they're running up. You know, as soon as he does the hand grip thing, immediately they dash forward. So maybe I'll do a transitional thing first, and then they run forward. So transition from doing like a flash step or something. Okay, I can do that. That's actually very simple. Okay, so I'm gonna get a shot of the merchant's feet, his feet. Okay, you're gonna get a shot of his feet right here, and he's gonna dash off. He's gonna, like, you know, sprint forward. And so let's take this out. Hey, whoa. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I have to actually draw his stance from this angle. That's gonna be interesting. Hopefully you guys are doing well with your project over there and have water by your side. You gotta stay hydrated. I'm almost out of water, so I gotta head back. I gotta head back into the kitchen and grab some water or coffee or something without waking up my wife. And that is the mission. But for now, was I poking my mic? But for now, we can actually survive. We can survive, you know, on this little water that I have here. How much is 100 milliliters of water I have left in my bottle? I think I can survive, guys. I can survive until I have to risk waking up my wife trying to sneak into the kitchen, and I don't want to do that. You know, I wanted to have a nice rest. Okay, so what the hell did I just do? Whoa, what is this? Interesting. Oh yeah, wait. Oh, it's because I dropped the hardness of the brush. Tribal barbarian thing sounds interesting. Whoa, that's a big ass brush. Oh my god, my radius of my brush is on 1000. My god. Okay. Let me just pop this. The camper just right. What do you mean? Figure out how to get the camper just right. Oh, camper. Oh wait, let me actually make this a wireframe. Okay, so I can see through it, so it's not distracting me. Okay, let me actually try and get the feet correct here. I want to get the feet perspective correct. So it's kind of, this is the perspective of the feet. Why is my brush so weird? Like, you see the color of my brush? I don't know why is it as such. I'm gonna delete my layer and just create a new one. I don't know what's up with that layer, what I've done, how I've set it up, but I don't like it. I don't. Oh, I see the problem. I see it with my eyes. Okay. That's the problem. This drawing layer, I will add. I think I'll parent this to my camera. Also, I think I need to change the lens of my camera to 30 millimeters. 30 millimeter lens. You get a little bit of a fisheye effect when you do that. And also, let me see what my strokes are like now. Okay. Not bad, but I don't like the thickness of my strokes actually. I think it's too close to the water though. I gotta change up some settings over here. Outline, background, fade geometry. Don't fade the geometry. See how it looks now? Yep, that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay. Okay. Also, yes. Okay. I have all the settings correct for my brushes. Oof, that was. It's one of those things, you know, you just have to set it up before you knock it down. Parent the drawing to the camera. And okay. Let me actually just fix this guy's stance a bit, so I can get a better look at how he would stand. Let's just move his legs out a bit. Something like here. Inward. Something like here. Outward. Something like this. I don't need perfection. I just need the correct placement somewhat. Just a somewhat of a correct body placement. There we go. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And zoom out a bit. Zoom in. There we go. Okay. Can work with this. Oh, camera. Yeah, the camera is a bit yeah, it takes a while to kind of get used to setting up the camera. But once you know how to do it, you just never forget. Also, if you hit 0 on the number pad, you immediately go into camera view. If you want to know, you immediately go into the camera view, and you can see exactly what your camera is seeing. Okay, well, what does the merchant wear again? He wears like a baggy type of pants, right? Baggy type of pants here in the scene. Baggy type of pants, and he has these weird leather shoes on. Leather type of shoe. And here's his other leg. This guy here. Stay here. There's a weird type of leather shoes he's wearing. Oh, the focal length you can mess around with in the. If you go to there's like a block object, like a block icon. It's like a icon with a block and like corners around the block. It's called the object properties panel. If you head in there, actually no, don't head there. First click onto your camera, right? Let me show you on screen. Okay, so you click onto your camera and you head down to the camera icon on your side panel, and you will see all the options there. You can change the perspective to panoramic or whatever, and you will see focal length. You will see focal length over there. Yeah. You will see it over there. I usually go with 30 millimeters for focal length. I don't know. You can, if you're the lower you go, the more fish-eyed it gets. The more more fish-eyed, and like you get that warped perspective view. Okay, let me just check how these legs are lined up here. Lined up pretty well, actually. Lined up pretty well for this animation. Okay. Now let's go to the next frame. How do I turn on onion skins? I want to see exactly. Okay, there we go. Turn on onion skin. Nikki's just be struggling in the back there. Let me actually just change. Oh, I didn't actually have my simplified brush on. Nikki just struggling there in the back. You could say distortion, I guess, like distorting the camera, but it's more fish-eyed, like it just bends perspective, so to say. But I think distorting is a good way to put it. Or you could call it maybe like a forced perspective, I guess. Okay, this is the one pose, and I think I want him to slowly lean forward in the next pose. So let's copy those legs over to the next panel, and I think I'm just going to, we're gonna just jig it a bit. We can just do a rotation and grab this. I'm just gonna bring this forward a bit. Bringing this forward a bit, and bringing this forward a bit, and lifting his foot up a bit, bringing this down a bit. Maybe I need to bend it a bit more. There we go. Bend that foot. Bend that foot for me, boy. Bend it. There we go. Bring this down. Put more upper. Downer. Downer. Upper. There we go. That's a cool thing about animation though in Blender. Now you're just warping a little bit. I mean, the foot on the end here, I like this one. I like the way this is going. Then just bring it forward a bit. now I think I'll bring this one Becker. Kind of like he's getting ready to launch himself forward. So I just wanna bring this back a bit, bring it to the side a bit, maybe scale it down a bit. Yes, yes, that's what I like. Now we're gonna take advantage of some in-betweening tools that Blender has, and we're just gonna select this, and we're gonna hit Q because I've already set it up here, and yeah, okay, now we get a little, oh yeah, that's what I like. That's nice. Okay, and I just want to stretch it out maybe till 20. Nice. Yes, very simple animations, but look at that. We'll be getting the effect we want, and as soon as he gets here, he's gonna dash forward. So as soon as he gets here, he's gonna lift up this leg till about here, and he's gonna push his foot back, and lift his foot up. There we go. Just add a little bit of motion blur here, and maybe a little bit of motion blur for his foot here in the back. Yep. A little bit of motion blur. You know, or maybe I can lift it up actually a bit more here. Okay. There we go. And this part here, I want it to look like he's not even there. You know, he just kind of zipped right past here. This guy's fast. You know, he's Speedy Gonzalez over here. Let's get that speed going. And when last have you heard of Speedy Gonzalez, man? And then duplicate this and delete. Yeah, oh, damn, that looks good, right? Look at that. Bam, disappeared. Bam, disappeared. Love that effect. Okay. Nice. Disappeared here. Man, sometimes I forget how good I am at animation, man. I love to see it. Like, you love to see it. Bam. Okay. So he disappears here. Maybe you guys can't see well with the skeleton here. Okay, let me just drop this in here. And I think the skeletons I should actually put in. I'll put it in the camera settings. I have to get a sound effect for that. Or just disappear. You know? Disappear. So that's gonna be about 30 frames. Nice. Okay. Okay. So 30 frames is gonna be disappearing like a bloody. Oh, no problem, Elias. You know, I think you deserve the break. You've been doing all types of crazy stuff. Okay, so now. Okay. disappears. You know what I want to do is kind of almost as if he's moved so fast that it kind of reverberates the water and like disperses it. So I wonder. Boom. So maybe. So maybe at this, maybe at okay, I'll add a different layer. RSFX, and this layer will be for the water dispersion. I don't like doing everything on the same layer, even if it's just the planning part of it, just so I can get a different feel of where everything is. So I think at this point I want the water to build up a bit here. The water to build up on the feet, just to get that charging effect, you know. So it's just slowly building up, you know. Get that slow build up of the water. Slow build up of water. Now it's really picking up. Really picking up here. And here. Now it's kind of gotten to its highest point. So it disappears as it reaches this point. I don't need to draw the next frame, I'll just copy previous frame. So it looks like the water's spinning, because that's what you do in animation, you know. You don't have to draw all your frames, you just reuse your frames when you need to. And immediately when it disappears, the water kind of, and we get to like a pause. How long should the pause be? Four frames. Make it 4 frames, and then boom, boom. Maybe around here. Let's add a bit more of that impact effect. Maybe I'll try in, when I edit the video, maybe I'll throw in some camera shaking in here. I know you can add camera shaking in Blender as well though. But it's too much. It's too quick though. Let's spread it out a bit. I'm going on 2s here. Okay, so let's see how that looks. There we go. I want to actually study some animation on like a shockwave. Like how do you do shockwave actually? Because I kind of just did a concept for the shockwave here, but I actually have to look into that more when it comes to shockwaves. Because you can see it disappeared like whoop, boom, and then it, you know, he goes. So 35 frames. 35 frames. Nice. Let me check if the pause is a bit... I think the pause is a bit prolonged. I don't need that big pause. Let's bring it down a bit. Let's go to 32 frames. Maybe the shockwave is a bit too much though, you know? Maybe we just need to make some water dispersion as it disappears here. I think I'm just gonna make some water dispersion. I think that will be better. So it disappears. And let's just make some water dispersion here. You know, doesn't have to be too crazy, just light. Okay. And now okay. And maybe one more frame. You don't need that much actually. So then now the water stops here. Let me go down a bit. Just down a bit, just enough to show that it's subsiding now, is, you know, subsiding a bit. It's going down. And in here, it's a little bit more subsiding. And then finally, oh, am I doing it on the wrong layer? Yeah, I think I did it on the wrong layer. That's fine, you know. It's fine for these later frames if I did it on the wrong layer. Okay. Not a problem. That's not a problem. Not a problem. Let me see how it looks. And disappear. Gone. And maybe imagine I just did the sound effects on my mouth. Just like for the animation. You know? That would be crazy, but okay. Not bad. Not bad. I have to look more into the water effect that I plan to do for this. But the character movement and flow is pretty solid. Really solid. I like it. Just that build up and then gone. Man, I'm getting good. I'm getting good, guys. You know, what if I told you guys that this is only my third time working on 2D animation? What if I told you that? I haven't actually really worked on 2D animation. I've learned a lot about it, and I've learned a lot about the fundamentals of animation, but I haven't actually worked like actually on 2D animation. I remember working on like my own when I think when Grease Pencil first came out with the studio animation thing on Blender. I think that was the first time I actually picked up my drawing, my graphic tablet, and actually trying to, you know, do the animations, like the 2D animations. And I think I actually did a Star Wars animation, like a 2D Star Wars animation. It's actually on my work PC at work, so I didn't get a chance to actually bring it home. I did that within my free time. Yeah, this is this is only like my probably fourth or third time working on 2D animation. I'm usually working on 3D animation. But the thing is about 2D and 3D, the fundamentals can always be transferred from one to the other. It's not really a big thing to go from 2D to 3D. The only thing that's different is the way you actually animate, rather than the concepts and stuff you learn, like in theory, and you know the way you use flow and movement. You know, it's all basically the same thing. I could kind of do the same thing with 3D animation, in terms of making it look like it's 2D animated as well. All you have to do is pump down the keyframes and try and do some warps and stuff like that in 3D animation. There's a guy on YouTube whose tutorials I watch. He actually uses 3D assets, but he uses 3D assets and then uses the fundamentals from 2D animation to animate his 3D animation stuff, and it makes it look 2D, but it's actually 3D, which is really awesome. And I see there's a few animes basically, who's also taking the route of 3D, where they use 2D shaders for the characters, and then they animate it the same way you would animate a 2D animation, but they just use 3D elements. Oh, that looks so cool. It's so satisfying to do small animations like this, you know. I don't know why. Like the gripping and just the quick flashy flash of the fist, and you know. I think there's people have a lot of stigma around like how hard 2D animations are, and you know, it can be easy if you want to make it easy for yourself. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay, so I only have, although Blender does make it a bit more easier. Like I don't have to do really in betweens that much, because with Blender you can kind of you can generate in betweens for your subtle animations. Obviously, the more how would I say, the more extremely dynamic stuff, you will have to kind of, you know, draw it yourself. So lights. Okay, so there we go. Yep. And I'm keeping it simple as well, using the art style that I currently perfected. So now drawing doesn't become as hard as it's supposed to be. And we can just, you know, do this as quick as possible. And then also you can also fill multiple frames using the bucket tool in Blender. Although I didn't see the need to use it though. There is a way to do that. Like you don't actually have to go into every frame and then fill it in. You can actually just select all the frames you have and then fill them all in simultaneously. Like simultaneously. That's a big word. Almost slipped my tongue all around those letters right there. Okay, so I got the shoes. What type of shoes does this guy have? That's what I want to know. Let me just pop up the yeah, that's I got the design all the way down, you know. He has some sort of leather boots on right here. Yeah, he has some sort of leather boots. I can't wait to actually animate Flavera. Because I love the scene where she like goes for the punch and then the lady like jumps over. Oh, by the way, she actually punches with the wrong fist here. I just noticed that now. But you know what? Because because I don't want it to be a mistake, I'm gonna say that she tried to fake her out. That's what happened. She tried to fake out with a punch, and she went with the other fist. That's what happens. That's what happened right there. She tried to fake her out, and that's what happened. That's canon now. I just made that canon. Yeah, but it's a pretty cool scene. So I'm actually gonna do the fake out in the animation. So she's gonna want to punch with this fist, and then she's gonna swerve over and then go with the other fist. So I can actually do that in the animation as well. Because that's canon now. That's not a mistake, guys. I swear. It's canon now. I didn't make that mistake. If you thought it was a mistake, it's not a mistake. Okay, so... yeah. Oh my god, I wonder how... I'm thinking now, like in my mind, kids don't really exist in my universe right now, because we haven't seen a kid yet. I don't ever plan to draw them, so they don't need to be drawn. Someone just commented now on my my reel of Lavera walking in that dimensional thing, that small animation I did with her, saying it's pretty awesome. I agree. I enjoyed making that animation. It's so satisfying to like when you actually like figure something out, like in Blender. Like for me, like when I figure something out in Blender, I'm like, oh shit, that looks cool. Like, and I actually like finish it and I polish it up a bit. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. It's so like satisfying. I don't know. Can somebody please get my man some new shoes? Like, god damn. I know it's a dystopian fantasy world, but god damn, man, you gotta get you some new kicks. That's my bad though. That's my bad. I should have designed you with better shoes. But shoes are not important in my universe, man. This is my own brand of shoe that I invented. I don't know what it's called. It's called no name brand leather shoes. That's what it's called right there. I'll lock that down actually. Lines, okay. And then We can actually just move this using this type of tool. I don't know what you call this tool. Proportional editing tool. That's what it's called. Proportional editing, yes. Proportional editing indeed. Oh, okay, so this foot goes back here. Rise it a bit, bring it a bit down. Just a bit down here. But up here. Here. A bit up. Here. But back here. Uh-huh. We getting there. You can also use the sculpting tools in Blender for this part, but I just jumped to proportional editing because that's usually the first thing to grab. First thing within sight to grab. Okay. Oh, no problem, Nikki. You enjoy. You get some rest. Oh shit, I kind of messed up the proportional editing. Yeah, let me just delete that keyframe. You get some rest, Jess. I mean, not Jess. Nikki. Goddamn. Get some rest. Okay. Come on, shoes. There we go. Yeah, for those of you who are still here, definitely check out Nikki's webcomic. Into the Dreamscape, that's the name. Check it out. It's really awesome. And I heard there's plenty of stuff to come, you know. You can also check out The Witch's Stone by Jessica. She does awesome work there as well. Yeah. You get those thumbnails done. Thumbnails have to be finished. Okay, I just need to... Oh my god, okay. Just bring some depth here. Okay, turn down the proportional editing. Let's... Okay, there we go. So we're done with that. Now, let's generate some in-betweens here. There we go. I want it too smooth, so I'm going to delete the in-betweens of the in-betweens. We're gonna go on 2s, yeah. Oh, I should have actually done this. Let me just delete this actually. I should do that after I color these in. After I color these in. Just fold these in, full. All the texture. Okay, so all okay. That's good. All the materials are here that I need to color this in with. Whoa, not like that. Okay. We're gonna need the dark gray for his shoes, and then we're gonna need for his pants like a brown, I guess. Oh, what color is his pants though? I think it's like a brown. Okay, so those are the colors I'm going to use. It's like a brown color, yeah. Not a problem. Oh, what am I doing? I'm coloring these shoes brown. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just change that color quick. Let me just lock the other layers though. Let me just change those colors to this color. There we go. Good as new. Okay, we got his shoes. And okay, shoes are done. Well, one of his shoes, and then the other shoe. Let me actually turn off onion skins. There we go. Who's still around? Jessica's still around, and I don't know. Whoever's still around, let me know in the chat. Let me know who's still around. I know Jessica's here, and you are also here, Elias. So I think there's 2 other people watching at the moment with you guys. I don't know who it is, but they definitely there. By the way, I've been grinding my watch time on YouTube right now. Oh, the color's supposed to be the other way around. I'm confused right now. Oh, Eggsy's here. Hey, how you doing? Glad you could make it to the stream. Yeah, deep concentration. Yeah, same here. Not too deep though, but I'm definitely in concentration mode. Trying to get these animations looking crisp and tidying them up. Poseidon's still around. Nice. Okay, what color was this guy's pants like? It's definitely some sort of brown mixed in with red, but I think the red comes from the lighting. Oh, that's nice to hear. Yeah, it's kind of it's 3 a.m. here in the morning by me right now. Heading to it's gonna go over to 4 a.m. I'm stopping the stream at 4 a.m. though. That's where I'm gonna stop it. But for now, we still have a few minutes left, so trying to find some inspiration, huh? Well, hopefully this is helping you out. I don't really know what to tell you. There's a lot of other inspirational artists out there as well. Okay, I have everything here. I think I'm gonna keep the red as well. I keep the red on hand. Keep the red. Where is the red? Okay, red cloth. That is what it is. And I just want to add some. Let's go with square like this. And mask full. And bring that down a bit. That kind of looks like the color that his pants is. Kind of. It's definitely darker, but I think it will be better if it's this color for the animation. Let me see how it goes. Yeah, I think it will be better to be this color because of the contrast in the background. Yep, that will work. That'll work. So let's do some shading. Oh, not like that. Not like that. Let's go to the poly tool. There we go. There. Black full. There we go. Okay. Let's do some shading here to the legs. Oh wait, I gotta add a full. Okay, there we go. That red is definitely gotta bump that down a bit to maybe 1. Maybe let's go with 3. What does 3 look like? Okay, I think that's a fine shading. Okay. That's fine for the lighting. Okay, and then just gonna do some quick shading. Nice. I don't know when exactly this fight scene's gonna come out, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be cool. It's be cool when it's done. I'll only be able to work with it like on streams, like the end of the streams, like at this around about this time. I don't want to work too much on my latest webcomic because I don't want to give too much away. There we go. Okay, that looks fine. I don't like that brown though. Maybe I'll change it. Put up a darker brown. And then I'll bring this in a bit. Okay, cool. The feet are done. You see how it looks with the background. It works, okay. And what do I do now? Here we go, okay. I want to drop the... Okay, let's lock that. Now I want to line up the strokes with the rough in the back. Okay, let me just get these right about there. rotate this. There we go. And this, turn it back a bit. Stop. There we go. Okay. Let's see how Blender does generating these keyframes. Okay, so let's generate some in-betweens. Oh, there we go. Generate those and then generate these and generate some of these and this. There we go. Now we just need to kill some keyframes. Yeah, we gotta kill some. We're animating on 2s here, so gotta kill these keyframes. I'm focused. I'm like in the zone here. It's that point of a stream. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we get to do the flashy part. The flashy part of the animation. Okay. What I do the line. Why is the lighting so... Oh. Why is that on? I think I'll turn off these. Just to make things a bit more simpler. Oh, that line looks weird. Oh. getting in here. Okay. Some nice motion blurring effects. I gotta do a bit more filling. Okay. Really interested to see what it looks like when I'm done with it. Oh, let me just go back to folder. Okay. So I had that. Don't have to be really accurate here with the folds, because it's supposed to look blurry. So I'm just going quick over it. Okay. There we go. Now I just gotta do the shoes. Oh, the specs of my PC. Let's find out. Let me check here. I'm gonna move this here. And display everything here on screen. I'm just checking out here on the side specs. I know my specs are pretty good. 64-bit operating system processor. Okay, I think I'll just let me see if I can just screen grab these. I think these are the biggest points you want to see. So this is what it looks like. Take a look on the screen. No problem, Jessica. You head on out. You enjoy. I'm going off stream soon. I think I'm already like 3 hours into the stream. But yeah, I'm soon going off stream after I'm finished up with this animation. The specs of my PC are on screen. For those of you who want to know exactly what's going on here with the PC. And I have a pretty decent PC, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I need 16 gigs of RAM. Enough for my job, like 3D animation just takes a giant chunk out of your PC. So I need all the power I can get with this PC over here. Like, you think it runs smoothly, but like when it comes to rendering out like giant scenes and explosions and all types of stuff, my PC like dies. So hopefully in the future I'll get another upgrade. Hopefully I'll have a chat with my my boss, and maybe he can sponsor me some better equipment, because yeah, he said I can just give him a shout whenever we need better equipment for work stuff. So I'll check with him, you know. Yeah, that's tough. It's tough out there, man. But as long as it does its job, you know. But I tend to use the least amount of power when doing 2D animations, because I really optimize my animations very well to make sure everything runs smoothly. That's why I'm doing my webcomic in Blender, because you know, the way I optimized it, it runs really fast when working on my webcomic as well. So, because when I used to do my webcomics in Photoshop, it really slowed my computer down, and you know, I couldn't get anything done. So it's one of those things. Okay, okay. Now we just have to just do my line art quick. Yeah, Blender is open source, so yeah, After Effects is kind of, I don't know, like when it comes to Adobe, the editing software and stuff like that, it's the same with any other of the, like any other product that they make. It's just like so slow. I don't know. Blender is open source, and that's kind of why I enjoy it, because there's always add-ons and stuff that people make for their projects, and they kind of share it with the community. So okay, let's go to faults. Let's do this part. Hey, what the hell? Oh, I locked it, that's why. God damn it. Okay, let's get these folds in here. Yeah, looks very scribbly. Oh, that's fine. It's not supposed to look refined in these frames. Okay. I mean, we can leave actually that shading effect there. Yeah, wish you all the best with that, man. You always need better PCs sometimes, for especially if you're doing some crazy stuff. Yeah. That doesn't look good. Okay, there we go. And okay, there we go. And here on this side. Okay. Let me just fill in the shoe parts into this color right here. Why is this in the back? Let's go. forward. Okay, that looks about good. And then disappear. So then I just have to duplicate that layer over. Just duplicate this over here. And then just and delete those. Okay. See how it looks. Nice. Yeah. Yes, let's see how it looks with the water. Okay, good. It's looking good. It's looking good. I actually want to add some white strokes in here. Add some white strokes in this area as well. Just to kind of give that illusion of like air being shot away from his body. Wait, did I not fill in this part? I didn't fill in this part with shadows. Okay, let's do that quick. Okay, still working. There we go. Let's do some quick shadows. Okay. Okay, that works. That kind of works. This leg over here. And that one over there. Okay. And then I want to add some speed lines. Adding some speed lines with white. Let's add some white variation in here. And turn it down. Okay. And then let's do this. Okay, let's see how that looks. And duplicate this. And then we just delete that. Okay. See how that looks. Wait, there might be maybe too much in here. I think it's fine though. Okay. Let's add the contrast in the back. Let's see how it looks. Let's drop the up. Looks good though. Here's a few bumps here in the back that I want to change. Just this little thing here, and just move this out here. Close it up a bit more. Just trying to refine everything out. Yeah, it's actually really smooth thanks to Blender, because in Blender you can kind of generate in-betweens, so you don't actually have to draw every single in-between in Blender. You can kind of generate in-betweens, but it only works with subtle animations. If it's very dynamic and too complex, you can't really generate those type of in-betweens. But for the first part of this, it's very subtle, so you can kind of generate the in-betweens for this part. So I barely did any animation. And the last part's all about timing. Now I just have to time the water at the bottom of his feet so that it kind of disperses as he jumps off it. So I gotta turn on that up. And we have to check out the water dispersion here. And I think I'll do that on a different layer. I'll do that on a water layer or something like that. Water, I think I'll just call it water. A water layer. And do this water effect quick. Okay, so where does it start? Okay, it start building up over here. Is this where it starts? Let me just check. Oh wait, let me just delete something here. Okay, so the water starts over here actually. But I wanted to start over here. Okay, maybe actually start it on 10 though. Just to round it out a bit. Okay, I think I'm gonna use, let me see what the red looks like on the water. I might have to make a different type of red for the water. Oops, it's not that. Maybe a maroon. Okay, we can work with maroon. I'm gonna make another red. Another type of red to go with the water. This type of red. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 different types of red now that we can use. I just want to bring it down a bit so we can see all the different types of red. Okay. And what does this red look like? Okay, not bad. I think I'll have to contrast it with the white and the shadows. Okay. So let's go with, let's make the water raise a bit. Doesn't look good. Okay. Bring it back down. Okay, and then we come around here. We can come around here. Just a little bit. Okay, I think I'll make it go back a bit. Let's drop it back down a bit more. Drop it down all the way there. Drop it down here. Bringing these little waves down a bit, because I wanted to start off very slow, the build up of the water. It's about to be dispersed, so it starts off slow, grows. Starts up slow, and then as we get here, it increases a bit more as it moves. Increase a bit more. I should actually put the water layer above. Should I put it above? Go. Okay. I really have to perfect this water over here. And I'll kind of have to do some sort of a ripple effect for the feet, so it doesn't look like, because it kind of looks like it's still standing still underneath his feet over here. Okay, so I have to fix that up. I feel like this I'll do in my own time, this water effect. I think that's it for the stream, everyone. Oof, I'm getting pretty tired now. I'm gonna get some rest. It's almost 4 a.m. over here. But I got a nap earlier, so I could do the stream for you guys. But I've reached my limit. Thank you all for joining. God damn, that was a very intense stream. I really enjoyed it. Oh my god. Let me just save everything so I can finish up this little project later. I'm not sure if I don't think Eggsy actually saw. Before I head out, I'll just show Eggsy my so this was the previous animation I worked on. Well, this is part of that animation that I'm working on now. So this was before the water dispersion thing. And let me just actually put this on full display over here. So you can actually see exactly what's going on here. So this is the animation before that one. You get a nice little, quick little animation of the glove and everything. And it came out really well. That came out very cool, and I really enjoyed it. Just enjoyed like the little hand with the electrical stuff on it. That was really cool to make. You know. Yeah. Interested to see how this turns out, but this animation to be very cool to actually finish when I finish it. This is actually one of the fight scenes from my webcomic as well. So as you can see, I added it in the background. But that's it for this stream. Let me just pause that. And let's bring up the end credits. Roll it. Okay. Good. We have my body chains dancing in the back. That's it. That's what we need. We need to take that. We need him to take us out. Thank you guys for joining me on the live stream. It's been a really fun. I really appreciate all you guys' support and your company. If you guys haven't checked out my webcomic yet, all the links and everything is in the description down below. I think I might actually release my webcomic, my short story that I'm planning on releasing. I might actually release it first on my Patreon as I go along, but if you guys want to wait, you can wait till I finish up everything and I'll release the full short story on Webtoon and Tapas. So you can wait till then, or if you're pretty impatient, you can just check out my Patreon as well if you want. Patreon's there. I'm still trying to set it up, so it's not really fully set up yet. So I think that's about it. Check out the Merchant of Ignites on Webtoon and Tapas. Links in description. Always hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my channel for more awesome content on any other video topics you want to check out. So I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. I really appreciate you guys for joining me. Bye bye everyone. Good night if it's night by you. Good morning if it's morning by you. Okay, bye bye everyone. Bye.